This is our Hyundai Tucson 72 plate. It's a 1.6 petrol TDCi. We've had it for less than a year and we've got a problem with the petrol particulate filter warning light keep coming on. As I say, keep coming on. This is the second time it's happened. This is a really nice car, it's lovely to drive, but this problem is a real pain in the derriere. So sitting in the car, you do the usual thing, clutch down, press the hidden button, fires up, keep driving to regenerate exhaust filter, and that symbol will not disappear. I'm just going to back the car up a little bit because that's the, oh, it's got automatic brakes as well, which I don't like. Let's back that up a little bit. So that symbol does not disappear. You've got particulate filter, warning light with a 1 against it, which you have to assume means there's one fault rather than many faults. Now I've looked this up and they say that this warning triangle can indicate all sorts of different kind of warnings, and it can also indicate that you haven't got enough washer fluid in it, which is just rubbish, to be honest. On page 0982 of the manual, it says the petrol particulate filter, GPF, if equipped, system removes the soot in the exhaust gases. If the vehicle is continually driven at repeated short distances or driven at low speed for a long time, the accumulated soot may not be automatically removed. In order to get rid of it, the petrol particulate filter lamp stops illuminating when the driving speed exceeds 50 with engine RPM 1500 to 4000 and the gear in the third position or above for approximately 30 minutes. So I have to thrash the car in third for 30 minutes. That's not possible. What a load of rubbish. So we need to warm this car up and then thrash it down the road in third gear, and my experience is you've got to be doing more than 3,000 revs to make it work. While I'm here, the other thing you have to do is you have to turn off that auto stop, and that button is down here because otherwise it turns the engine off as soon as you come to a stop. And you also have to turn off that white line detector because that will thrash around, and that is this button here, and you have to hold that down and then it disappears, it's gone. You can't do that while you're driving it. You have to stop and start the car and then turn it off. If you forget to turn it off, when you go to overtake, that goes, we don't want to go across the white line. And it's quite scary, to be honest. One of the other things I don't like about this is that the fuel gauge is easy to understand. It's there, you can see it's half full. The temperature gauge here though, how long does it take before it gets up to temperature? Because there's no bar or anything to indicate that it's actually cold. That'll be interesting to see how long that takes before it gets up to operating temperature, which I would assume was 88 degrees. Another thing I've noticed, because I've sat in here for 2 minutes with the engine running, is that it doesn't come down off the auto advance. It's still running at over 1000 RPM. I was expecting that to drop down by now. I wonder how long it takes for that to do that. These cars are supposed to be super eco-friendly. They're just burning more and more fuel than the old ones ever did. And they're burning this crap blimmin' E10, which is low octane, and you need more of it. I'm quite aware that I'm just moaning for the sake of it. So I'm driving in third gear at 2,500 revs. 35 in a 40-mile-an-hour limit because there's traffic here, and then I'm going to come into the 60 and then I'm just going to pull it up in third up to 55 miles an hour and see if that makes any difference. So we're coming into the 60 now, so I'm going to give it some beans. So I'm doing 4,000 revs now, that's 60 mile an hour, and I'm just going to sit on that. It doesn't look like there's much happening. Car's making a lot of noise. It's telling me to go up into fourth. And no, nothing happening, and I'm catching up some cars here, so I'm going to have to slow down. I've done 3 miles of thrashing it at 4,000 RPM in third gear, and then I caught up with the traffic and I've had to drive through the town very slowly, and that has made no difference whatsoever. The only thing I can see is perhaps the fuel consumption has gone down, but I'll have to check the video to see how much that's gone down by. It's reading 36.4 at the moment. We're coming into another 60 mile an hour bit, and I'm going to pick up, staying in third, so we're doing 4,200 revs at 60 mile an hour. There's not much happening. I keep thinking that it's going to actually turn itself off, but it's not. So now I'm driving at 30 mile an hour in second gear, which is bringing it up to 3,500 revs. The car doesn't sound like it likes it at all. One of the things I just really dislike about this car is it's got no 30 mile an hour on the speedometer, so it's really hard to tell that you're on 30. It also doesn't have 70. I'm wondering if you can change those dials to have ones that have that. So we've just come to a halt to see that it doesn't reset after you've turned it off. So if I turn it off, that has now dropped to 27.6 miles per gallon. Fire it back up. Oh, I can't do that unless I've got the clutch down. Nope, it's still there. So we've given it a damned good thrashing, second gear and third gear at 4,000 RPM, and it hasn't made any difference. And it's gone down to 29.8 miles per gallon.